Hello, fellow LSTAR members. First of all, I want to apologize for my nasally sound. When I have issues with my nose, it's a big deal. I want to acknowledge and thank the other 13 members that have stepped forward and put their names up for nomination this year for the election. It's amazing to see so much enthusiasm in regards to getting involved in our association. And I'm particularly enthused about the number of young members that have also stepped up this year and are running for the board of directors. Given the fact that there are only 5 positions being elected this year, I sincerely want to wish 4 of the other 13 candidates all the best. No, seriously, 4 of them. Now, I know it's not obvious, but I am the oldest person running in this year's election. So I was sort of hoping that I would get the seniors discount when it came to counting the number of votes required for that position that I require to be elected to one of those 5 positions. It's a very hard thing to stand up in front of your peers, your colleagues, and to give a speech. So I'm going to think of you as all strangers, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself so that you can make an informed buying decision. I started my real estate career back in the year 2000, and by the way, that's AD. And even back then, I felt it was important to give back to the community in which I earned my living. I have served as a volunteer on the board of 5 different organizations, one being the Boys and Girls Club of London Foundation, the London Chamber of Commerce, Tourism London, Youth Opportunities Unlimited, which is also known as YOU. I also served as the president of that board, and I'm currently still on the board at YOU. And finally, the board of directors at LSTAR, and I served as a vice president, so I was on the executive, I served on the governance committee, I chaired the finance committee for many years, I was on the CEO recruitment task force, and many other committees of LSTAR. I was recognized by LSTAR for my contributions to the community. In 2004, I was given the Community Service Award, and then in 2019, I was given the Lynn Copeland Outstanding Service Award. The realtor is the heart of any real estate transaction. I believe we are an essential service in any community. That LSTAR members should be at the heart of any decision made by the board, and that LSTAR volunteers should be acknowledged and wholeheartedly thanked for their contribution to LSTAR. That volunteering, however, is not a prerequisite for having a voice in our association. To get to the heart of a matter, a diversity of opinion around the boardroom table is necessary and it is helpful. Past experience has taught me that to be an effective board member, you have to be a good listener and you have to be able to reach some kind of consensus even though you have a differing opinion than the other members. That serving on the LSTAR board of directors is a privilege, and that privilege is earned through being elected. I've also learned over the past 12 months that you are never too old to learn and to adapt, and that you're never too young as a member to get involved and make a difference. Finally, realtors with a heart make a difference in everything that we do. I'm running once again for the board of directors at LSTAR because I think my experience and my beliefs will be very helpful and very useful to the membership at this juncture in our great association. I'm Dan Gratham. I may be old, but I promise, if elected, I will keep breathing for the next 2 years once elected.